One of the most important aspects to make a video game captivating, memorable and fun is its art and graphic style. While in the 80s and 90s the hardware wasn't able to produce super realistic looking games, all of that is possible nowadays. Yet pixel art games are as popular as ever. So I thought let's look at the 50 most beautiful and best modern pixel art games of all time, and that you need to check out if you love pixel art. Let us all know your favorite pixel art game in the comments and tell us why you love it so much. Let's start this list with Moonlighter, an indie action RPG with roguelite elements. In this case, roguelite means exploring dungeons, finding valuable loot and fighting tough bosses at night, and selling your rare goods in the shop during the day. With your earned money and materials, you can craft better equipment, defeat tougher enemies, get more valuable loot, and repeat this loop. It's absolutely addictive. The pixel art in this is outstanding because the animations are just so smooth, and the characters and enemies are designed with so much detail. Yeah, overall this game isn't just addictive and immensely fun, it's also a treat to look at. Bzzd, or however it is pronounced, is a fantastic precision-based platformer that came out in 2023. Its movement is spot on, and getting from stage to stage while unlocking new powers is such a joy. Trying to master this challenging game isn't easy, but really satisfying. Almost as satisfying as clicking that cute red button beneath this video if you enjoy content about indie games, JRPGs and all kinds of other gaming stuff. The pixel art in this game impresses with bright colors, wonderful lighting and its charming character design. I tell you, it's easy to get distracted by its great art style, so maybe that's what makes this game difficult? I don't know. Okay, Soldiers might not be the best received indie Metroidvania, but I think it's a quite enjoyable game with some of the best pixel art ever. What's really cool about this game is that you can choose one of 3 classes in the beginning, which play and feel very differently and offer some great replay value. Overall, I would even say that this is a Metroidvania RPG mix because you level up, spend skill points in the skill tree and stuff like that. I think the sprite work in this is phenomenal. Environmental design and all the animations are super detailed, and the bright colors make this world feel really alive. Definitely one of the most beautiful Metroidvanias in my opinion. Skull the Hero Slayer is a charming roguelike that I think is really underrated. The unique thing here is that your character can swap skulls. This grants him a completely different set of abilities, and considering there are over 100 skulls to discover, you can be sure that every run feels very different. The variety resulting from this is outstanding and definitely makes it one of my favorite roguelikes. The art style is simply gorgeous, with its detailed backgrounds that give a great sense of depth, the charming character and enemy design, and the vibrant colors. Yeah, if you're looking for an addictive and beautiful game, this is the one you should get. This year's unconventional Metroidvania Animalware not only comes with a unique take on pixel art, it's also very unique in its gameplay. Instead of fighting enemies how we're all used to, Animalware is more about solving puzzles and finding really well hidden secrets. And I mean really well hidden. It's basically the main selling point, and I tell you, finding these secrets is extremely exciting and satisfying. You always feel like you're the first one who discovers the secrets, it's so unique. The pixel art itself is relatively simple, but the lighting and this CRTV look give Animalware such an unsettling and interesting atmosphere, which makes this one of the most unique looking games on this list. Blasphemous 2 is one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played. That's because exploration and backtracking are immensely satisfying and fun, thanks to tons of secrets and treasures you can find. Combat is snappy, precise, and the 3 weapons feel distinct and incredibly fun to use. Yet, just from the Metroidvania aspect alone, this game is like top tier. The pixel art in this is on another level too, because it's really unique. Many elements are kind of like smoothed or blended together, so everything looks like it's more of a painting, if that makes sense. The animations are incredible, and the fantastic backgrounds add to the overall dark and gloomy atmosphere. Honestly, everything about this game is top notch, but the graphics really knocked it out of the park. I love this game. Speaking of games I love, Chained Echoes is an indie JRPG developed by one person alone, and it's absolutely incredible. The story is brilliant as it takes a couple of unexpected twists and turns, gets really emotional, and is just so captivating. The turn-based combat is actually unique as you need to be super careful with what actions you perform, at which time, and strategize a lot to maximize damage. Chained Echoes' pixel art is simply stunning. That's because the environments are designed with so much detail. A lot of elements are constantly moving through the wind or rain, which makes this world feel very alive. Characters and enemies almost have this comic look, which is so charming. And the character portraits? Beautiful. If you somehow never played Chained Echoes, do yourself a favor and change that. It's a masterpiece. The indie classic Hyper Light Drifter had to be on this list. This isometric action RPG has some incredibly fast-paced combat, where dashing over the battlefield is key. That makes every encounter super intense and fun. Exploration is really special, as it's more about discovering the mysteries behind this strange and unsettling, but also beautiful world. The pixel art style is most definitely among the most unique graphics I've ever seen. Emphasizing square blocky shapes in the environment, using solid colors for objects, and using non-pixelated lighting effects give this game a look that stands out and underlines the otherworldly atmosphere perfectly. Yeah, I can stop looking at this. Sword of Convallaria is the most recent game on this list. This tactical RPG draws a lot of inspiration from Final Fantasy Tactics, while of course bringing a lot of own ideas to the genre. There are multiple game modes, the story actually changes depending on what decisions you make, and it's free to play. That does mean there is a gacha mechanic in this game, but you can easily play this without spending any money. The developers describe Sword of Convallaria's pixel art as neo-pixel art, retaining a classic pixel look while adding modern 3D rendering like dynamic depth of field, real-time shading and more. The result is a brilliant look with some of the best sprite work I've seen with incredible lighting. Definitely a treat to look at. Okay, so some people might say that it's a bit of a stretch to call Star Ocean The Second Story R a pixel art game, but I don't care. Characters and enemies are pixel models, so that's enough for me. This Square Enix JRPG is a remake of the PS1 original, and it features a story I can only describe as epic. The combat system is easily one of the most accessible and fun in the genre, and discovering the world really feels like a grand adventure. I mean, the pixel art is truly special, as this game combines beautiful pixel art character models with 3D backgrounds and incredible lighting. This genius mix remains unique so far, and it makes it one of the most beautiful games ever. Unpacking is a rather unconventional game, but one that most certainly deserves to be in everyone's library. Essentially, all you need to do is unpack all the boxes and put the items in cabinets, wardrobes, night tables and all kinds of other places. Sounds simple, and it is, but it's a fascinatingly relaxing concept and perfect for everyone who likes sorting and organizing things. And I mean, look at the pixel art. Everything is incredibly detailed and full of charm. And that's more or less all I can say about this, but yes, just looks so damn good. The fact that every chapter represents one phase of the protagonist's life, which subtly tells a heartwarming story through its fantastically designed objects, is easily the best part about this game. If you want to play a game, relax, and look at beautiful pixel art, this is your game. 9 Years of Shadow is an incredibly stylish Metroidvania about lifting a 9-year-long curse. It has some seriously fun platforming thanks to 4 elemental armor that give the protagonist super cool movement and combat abilities. While this is a rather linear Metroidvania, it's still quite enjoyable overall, and that's also because the pixel art in this is outstanding. The high contrast colors combined with the otherworldly design of the environment creates a super unique look. The animations and particle effects are second to none, and the short cutscenes with their pixel graphics are just so beautiful. 9 Years of Shadow manages to balance a kind of old school look with its character design and a modern aesthetic with everything else. Every time I see this game, I'm stunned, and I think the graphics alone make this worth playing. When I first saw the trailer for Crosscode, I immediately knew I wanted to buy this game, and the main reason for that was the pixel art. I'm not joking. This indie JRPG is one of my favorite games of all time. That's because the story is incredibly engaging, providing some of the most memorable scenes ever for me. Gameplay-wise, there's equal part thrilling combat with awesome elemental powers and solving challenging but satisfying puzzles. And the look of the game is just perfect. The environments feel so alive because everything is ridiculously detailed. And again, the animations bring the characters and enemies to life like I've rarely seen in a pixel art game. The character portraits alone are wonderful pieces of art that underline the emotions of every single character perfectly, and it's always a treat to look at them. CrossCode not only is one of the most beautiful pixel art games, but one of the best RPGs I've ever played. And if you haven't picked that one up yet, I highly recommend you do that. It's a masterpiece. Come on, everyone knew this would be on this list, so no surprise here. With Octopath Traveler, Square Enix brought one of the most beloved new styles of graphics to the world, the HD 2D pixel art. The reason I picked Octopath Traveler 2 over 1 here is because I think it's the better game overall. It features 8 interesting and memorable characters with their own elaborate and engaging backstories. The turn-based combat system that focuses on exploiting weaknesses is absolutely addictive. The pixel art is phenomenal, as it combines 3D environments, non-pixelated lighting, and beautiful pixel character models. The depth of field and incredible detail are what sets Octopath Traveler's graphics apart from many other games. Before we get to the number 1 pick, let's have a look at 2 upcoming pixel art games that are so beautiful that I couldn't help myself but include them. I really wanted to show them to you. The first one is Alabaster Dawn, the new game by the devs of CrossCode, the game you saw earlier on this list. Alabaster Dawn will be quite similar to CrossCode in some gameplay aspects, but promises to give us even more exciting combat with new weapons, skills, and so much more. The pixel art is slightly different from CrossCode in that the angle is slightly different and everything looks a bit smoothed out. The gorgeous character portraits and crazy cool animations are here too, and I can't wait to finally play this next year. If you want to know more about this game, you can check out my video about it where I sum up all the information we have so far. The other upcoming game you really need to check out if you love pixel art is Replaced. It's a 2.5D action platformer in a cyberpunk setting, about an AI that is trapped in a human body against its will. Its pixel art combines atmospheric lighting, an incredible depth, a crazy amount of detail, and fantastic pixel art character models, making this one of the most unique looking games I've ever seen. It's coming in 2025 and I am so ready for this. The most beautiful pixel art game is Sea of Stars, period. The story is full of unexpected and epic moments. The combat system with its timed button presses is engaging and its dungeon design is simply brilliant. What generally kept me staring at the screen mouth open through it was its 10 out of 10 pixel art. Incredible color palette, atmospheric lighting, detailed environments that make this world feel alive, great animations, charming character models and portraits. This game has everything. It's truly remarkable what Saboteur Studio created here, and I would even say that every upcoming pixel art game will have a really hard job taking over the number 1 spot here. At least for me. Alright, that's it, the 50 most beautiful pixel art games. Do you agree with my list, and what do you consider to be the most beautiful modern pixel art game? Let us know in the comments. Hit subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you won't miss any of my future gaming content. Alright, thanks so much for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.